Second and first? How have you done such a thing? What's up, David? Yo-yo.
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Und Sie sagten, Sie würden sich was Nettes anziehen. Die Leute brauchen ein Heldenschiff. Gibt ihnen Hoffnung. Also lächeln, okay? Solange wir noch was zum Lachen haben.
Das ist ja ein richtiger Auflauf.
Wenn Sie mich auf Knien sehen wollen, muss ich Sie enttäuschen.
Sind Sie sicher?
Meine Herren, wie schön, dass Sie zurück sind. Sprechen Sie, Cortana.
Es rührt sich was, Sir. Nahe Io. Untersuchungen laufen schon.
Tut mir leid, aber wir müssen hier Druck machen.
The best way to tip is the link in the description on YouTube.
Vielen Dank.
There should be a Stream Elements link.
Das Kreuz der Kolonie.
If you don't have a PayPal or if you're not able to use that link, then there should be on the chat box, there should be a little
Das nenne ich
like monetary box that you can click on that tells you how. Defend.
Commander Miranda Keys. Ihr Vater handelte stets im Einklang mit den höchsten Traditionen des Militärdienstes.
20 gifted for what?
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
You don't just gonna type the words 20 gifted, you gotta get out the grandma's wallet. You can beat Ori and the Blind Forest one stream. What if I've already played it and beaten it? Is this an unfair challenge?
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
The first one, right? I've played the first one. It's not that hard. I don't want to stream a casual game. Defend, you've literally never beaten Halo 2 on Legendary. You can never tell anybody to play the hard difficulty.
Besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Alarm! Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
I've been asking Defend to do a legendary run for like a year now. Dude's scared. He literally cannot beat the game on legendary. A year ago he said, yeah, I could probably sub 2 first try. Now he's been grinding easy runs for a year straight. Maybe he can sub 2 first try, who knows?
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Alarm! Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
All 3 trilogies. Of Halo? Does Halo have 3 trilogies? How many Halos are there? 45 or something? Too many.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Oh, come on.
Alarm! Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
I can stream late. I don't want to stream too late because there's a bunch of people in town to play video games. Yo, David, for the 1337. Thank you, my dude. If there's a comment associated, I'll read it in a minute. Yeah, we're hosting our like annual Big Killer Queen tournament this weekend. So we've got people from all over coming in to play games. There's New York, Columbus, Chattanooga, Florida, Dallas, Portland, San Francisco, Minneapolis, Chicago. Probably missed a couple, but yeah, it's a pretty wide variety. New York, if I didn't say that, yeah. But from basically like all the corners of the US. You've got New York at the top right. You've got South Florida, bottom right. You've got San Francisco, not quite South California, but you got Utah. And then you got Seattle. And Dallas for right in the bottom middle too. Chicago for the top middle. We're really just hitting like everywhere in the US. Is that good that people are coming into town? I mean, yeah, I like it when we have competitive tournaments. I haven't been traveling much recently, so it'll be cool to see a lot of my friends.
Alarm! Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
But I also won't be streaming this weekend. Do some Gravemind. I'm gonna focus on doing regular runs right now, David. I'll do some Gravemind maybe at the end of stream if I don't make it there, but I can't stream for too long today. Like I was just saying, I don't want to like waste my runs on practice. I'd rather get like 1 or 2 real runs.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Wow, I died so fast. Yeah, sorry to go against the wishes of the sponsor for the tip there, but I will do more Gravemind practice. For the last couple weeks, I was starting like every single stream with Gravemind practice. And it's not like I'm gonna be done doing that. I just want to do runs right now. But yeah, Gravemind is a fun level. That level's hard though. It's really make or break for the speedrun. Maybe I'll just, instead of doing Gravemind practice, maybe I'll just get this run to Gravemind. We'll just be we'll play Gravemind in 50 minutes. Just be there. Easy.
Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Actually, probably in the next short term, I might grind just that level without camo to try to set the world record on Gravemind. So there's level world records and then there's full game world records. Whenever I'm doing full game runs, halfway through the run I pick up a skull. And that's not allowed for level runs if you're trying to set the world record on just one level. So I might try to grind Gravemind without the skull. Just because I want to. But I also want to focus on this run right now. I don't really need to learn alternate strats.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Bad.
Oh, come on. The dang fly.
Danke, Chief. Ich schulde Ihnen.
Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon
Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum.
It's still fast.
Jetzt wird's laut.
Oh god, welcome to the melt.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Okay, not
Der
bad.
Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Annoying, attract the wrong person. Why are my nuke combos all missing? Are you one shot?
Seid draußen, sagt verflucht.
Is that everybody? Okay. A little bit slow on the ending. I didn't realize, I thought there was 2 elites left. I could have pushed more. It's fine though.
Die
We're
Sache
out.
ist dringend, Chief.
Man, yesterday we were getting such good Kairos. I'm so tired of losing insane Kairos to this level. I don't even know, like, it's not that I need to change my strats. I just need to, like, stop dying. I'm losing way too many runs recently to outskirts. And the problem is, it's not like, sometimes it's like I don't even have to restart, but I take a run that's 30 seconds green, and then I turn it into a run that's like 0. So I just lose 30 seconds for fun. And like, a run that's 30 seconds green has like such more potential. That's a lot of time.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
I'm banking on being ahead of world record at the start. My general strategy is to be ahead of world record going into Gravemind, lose a little bit of time on Gravemind, and then basically tie the world record until the end. So, I really need good beginnings. I don't really regret losing that run. I could have played safer on that sword cancel, but they also just melted me. Pretend they're the hardest levels instead. It's not about me lack of focus either. Sometimes, I mean, there's the Jackal snipers. Like sometimes you just get sniped. You get one hit. There's really, that's all it is. And sometimes you get melted in the tunnels. Like, sometimes it's mistakes, but this game also is random. I feel like I've been on a little bit of a bad luck streak and also just like making very tiny mistakes. I don't think it's really lack of focus or like bad strats necessarily. And like there's another bit of randomness, the ghost debris. Like sometimes your ghost, when it gets shot, it takes damage, and when it blows up, it launches debris off to the side. And the direction that debris launches is random. So sometimes your ghost will just like launch you upwards and flip you upside down. And if it flips you upside down in like an inopportune spot, then you just die. How's there an elite alive?
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
No.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Lass mal einer abwägen.
You're having trouble coming up with a solution. Have you tried talking to a duck? You're listening? Duck programming. One of the methods they teach engineers for debugging and finding solutions. Explain the problem to a duck. Tell them what problems you're having. Buy a literal, real plastic rubber ducky. Place him on your desk and talk to him. And tell him what your problem is. Never heard of this before? It's real. I bet it's got a Wikipedia page.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
I mean, the idea is that by explaining the problem out loud, like literally using your voice and explaining it to a person or a thing, or just using like that part of your thought process, it will help you understand the problem a little bit differently and maybe help you find a solution. They say teaching is one of the best ways to understand something yourself. So if you just consider it like teaching the duck the problem, tell it exactly what's wrong, exactly the problem you're trying to solve. Teach the duck.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
See, yeah, and you get the added benefit of not having to walk to your coworker or send them a message and then immediately have the solution be obvious because you typed it out loud. So you don't look like a fool. You just look like a crazy person talking to a duck.
Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Does the solution have to be in-house? Doesn't third-party software like Cloudflare offer that solution?
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstation.
I don't know if you could maybe Google what that company does and try to implement your own version.
Das ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Ich sagte doch nicht schießen.
Es ist ziemlich gut versteckt.
Hochführen nicht machen.
Bei den Regen.
No, that was meant to be a plasma. Did they stop shooting at me?
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
I mean, 100% bot detection is just like fundamentally impossible. I think this sounds like
An alle,
a PR problem. You gotta spin this problem differently to the customer. Like, the biggest websites in the world can't have 100% bot detection. They don't even get close to that. I mean, case in point, there's literally a bot in my chat like 5 messages up.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Verlierer. Kontakt verloren.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Viel Spaß damit.
Hochtüren dicht machen. Waffenschränke öffnen.
No.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
I'm just gonna let Zoo stream on my account on April Fools, and he'll get world record for me. We'll pretend it's me and call it up
Kam
quits.
aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine
Zoo, you out there?
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine
You on
sein.
board for this?
Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe? Na los, Chief, hier lang!
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Bad.
Where are you going, bud? Okay, well, we still managed to get there. Cool.
Hey, kann das sein?
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon kümmert sich um die Träger.
Kapsel der feindlichen Schiffe sind in der
Finden Sie die Bombe.
13 Kreuzer,
Im Lauf.
2
Ich glaube es nicht. Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen und feuerfrei. Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Hey, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
Der erste
Wish I
Träger
got that
ignoriert
plasma
uns völlig,
pistol.
Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in
Who
Richtung
needs
Eden
plasma
gesprochen.
pistols?
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Gotcha.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
That was kind of a sick clear. John Wick style. Is that how Rokats does it? You know, I've never actually watched one of Rokats' John Wick videos. Maybe I should. They're just kill 'em all videos, right? Where he just kills all the enemies. Going in there and like sticking and nading and not shooting any extra shots. Is that John Wick style? Are they segmented, or I don't even know how he does. I haven't watched them.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
What's up, Victor? Glad you can tune in. Hopefully it stays steady.
Die brauchen tauglichen
The
Geleitschutz.
future, man. The future. Future. Future.
Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum wir mit so einer kleinen Macht kämpfen.
Das tut weh. Weiter geht's.
No.
Hab ihn voller Sau.
He's getting dropped one shot.
Feind auf.
Alright.
Da ist noch einer. Hey, diese Typen lernen das wohl nie.
Die Allianz will sich neu formieren. Verhindern Sie das.
I'm saving the universe, Gabriel. They probably think it was a dream. They just crash landed and bonked their head. They're dizzy, they're shell shocked. If Master Chief is just now coming to, he's a super soldier, right? He's got to be slightly faster than the others. If the other, so I mean, he's already grenade jumped and gone by the time they're blinking if they can hear Cortana. They probably didn't see shit. Just a hazy memory. They're looking to the left and the right thinking, wasn't the chief with us?
Da kommt der Ghost. Das war ich.
Der Chief geht voraus.
This road doesn't make any sense, this bridge. Does it? First of all, no divider on a bridge like across the highway like this. Like that's such a tiny divider. And is this 4 lanes or is this 2 lane? Like on each side. Like my Warthog's big, so am I in a lane like right now? Or is it like, am I in a lane right now? So I imagine like this is the lane, right? I don't know. Doesn't this bridge just not make sense? None of the roads in this city make any sense. Explain to me how this toll booth exchange works.
Nette
So
Begrüßung.
you go to the right and then, but what? And then what? Where's the other toll? None of this made any sense.
Schnell.
Okay, and explain this bit of road geometry to me. What's that random circle we just passed?
In dem Gebäude sind ein paar Marines
The hell is
eingeschlossen.
this?
Konzentriert euch auf die Brace. Die sind am gefährlichsten.
No way, why are you targeting my hog?
In dem Gebäude sind ein paar Marines eingeschlossen, Chief. Konzentriert euch auf die Brace. Die sind am gefährlichsten.
Ain't no way something survived. Ow.
Sir, Corporal Perez, Kompanie A, Kommandostand ist da drüben. Der Lieutenant wurde beim Absprung getroffen.
Wer hat jetzt das Kommando, Corporal?
Sergeant Banksman. Er ist oben. Kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen. Also.
Okay, so cars come in, they just do a loop-de-loop and leave, and people walk out on these balconies onto the grass and they do what? What is this place? You do a loop-de-loop and pool, and your shoes are looking cool. You go over and back, left to right, loop-de-loop and you're pulling tight. Like bunny ears for a Christmas bow. You lace them up and you're ready to go. You do a loop-de-loop and pool, and your shoes are
Diese
looking
Elite war in
cool.
Ultra und diese Piloten sind auch nicht von Pappe.
Wir sind der Arm der Prophetengebieter und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei ohne weiteres nieder. Der Sturm hat unseren Anflug getarnt. Ihr lokales Gefechtsnetz müsste auch durcheinander sein. Das Überraschungsmoment ist auf unserer Seite. Vorerst.
Okie here comes the floor. Oh, come on. I love it when I feel like I do it perfectly and it doesn't work. Still not slow.
Kümmert euch um ihn, Brüder. Ich verteidige das Orakel. Seine Wahrheit soll nie verstummen.
Die Ketzer mobilisieren ihre Luftstreitkräftegebiete. Schnappt euch ihren Anführer, aber passt auf. Ich schicke einen Phantom zur Unterstützung. Der Anführer der Ketzer ist in diesem Teil der Station. Räumt die Landezone und geht da rein.
That better have hit. Okay, thank goodness. Fortunately, as long as you hit the end trigger, even if you die, that level counts. It's not true for every level. It's only true for levels that don't have a cutscene at the very end of them. So there is no Arbiter cutscene at the very end, so it works. If that was a level like Uprising, for example, it would not have worked.
Was ist hier passiert? Einen Gebieter schicken die Propheten also, um mich zu erledigen. Ich bin gespannt.
Er verwendet eine Holodrohne. Er muss ganz nah sein. Komm raus, damit wir dich töten können.
Wait, I didn't get it?
Stellt euch auf.
How did I not get it?
Anführer.
Bleib. Die Flat greift uns an.
The world record is the splits I'm competing against. I'm currently tied with it.
Von dem Schmarotzer. So einen Ort hätten nicht mal Ketzer aufgesucht, hätten sie es gewusst.
work. Those guys riding on top of each other, sprinting at me. You're not gonna backsmack me midair, are you? That'd be rude.
Ein Gegner!
God, I hate getting triple combat waves. 36? It should have been faster. Triple combat wave sucks. $36, I says. Now we wait. Did you hear the elevator finally just quit making noise? Sometimes if you leave and close the door on that area, at the same time the elevator's making noise, it'll just loop that sound effect forever. 36. Yeah, this room's on a timer. It's a 1-minute timer. So once you kill a certain amount of enemies, the timer starts. So that's when I look at the clock, and it was at 36. Now as soon as the timer hits 6:36, that's when I kill him. If you go earlier than that, it'll just spawn another flood. It spawns an infinite amount of flood for 1 minute.
Anführer, der Sturm erreicht uns. Wir können die Stellung nicht halten.
Bringt die Phantoms zur Mine. Wir gehen erst, wenn der Anführer der Ketzer...
Please make that. Oh no, you hate to see it. Oh, come on.
Die Phantoms zur Mine. Wir gehen erst,
Okay,
wenn
it's
der
not that
Anführer der
bad.
Ketzer tot ist.
It was quick on the door at least. The door was like already open. That's an annoying bit of time loss. Was that actually the first death in the run? No, I got sniped on Metro, and I missed Arbiter Skip. Never mind.
In der Station. Wir sind zu wenige für so eine Riesenverseuchung. Sucht den Anführer dieser Ketzer. Tötet ihn jetzt. Krieger, zurück zur Landezone. Der Gebieter geht weiter nach oben, trennt die Station ab und scheucht die Ketzer aus dem Loch. Mögen unsere Herren ihre Hand führen.
Ooh, almost missed that jump.
Halten Sie das Schwert bereit. Dem wird
Okay.
das Kabel kaum standhalten. Alle meine Phantoms sind in der Luft, Gebieter. Los, trennen Sie das Kabel durch. Das ist einer. Bei den Propheten. Die Station schlingert ja vielleicht. Ein letztes Kabelgebieter.
All right. Other weapons can break the cables, but the angle is super precise. But I have a video on my YouTube channel that's called like double cable cut or something. You can find it. You can cut two of them at the same frame, and it does skip dialogue.
Lasst ihn nicht entkommen. Wir bleiben hier, solange es geht. Leben Sie noch, Gebieter? Wir halten das Tempo so gut es geht. Welch ein Wahnsinn! In einem Banshee entkommt ihr diesem Strudel nie.
You can't damage them from the front except by like 1 pixel. So if you wanted to use like a fuel rod, and you'd have to cross map fuel rod and like pixel perfect shoot it and then time it with your sword slash. But it is technically possible. Okay, pretty good Oracle. One small death. Missed dialogue skip in the start. Otherwise pretty good.
Kommando, einer neuen Flotte oder einem Versprechen. Sehen Sie sich um, Gebieter. Wie viele andere Einrichtungen.
Okay.
Auch diese den zwar weiter. Aber wo sind die Waffengebieter? Was ist herausgesprungen? All die investierte Zeit und Mühe unserer Blutväter, nur um diese Geschöpfe auf Eis zu legen.
It's just random, 1 and 4.
Und wo sind jetzt diese Götter?
And none of it matters for the speedrun, it's all the same.
Wohl kaum. Kommen Sie, Gebieter. Ich zeige Ihnen, wohin Sie gegangen sind.
Sir, wir müssen diese Geschütze neutralisieren.
Yeah, he can spawn in the same vent every time. He did twice in a row on this run that just happened. Yeah, it's literally just random. It's exactly the same speed for all of them though, because he comes down and he's invincible the entire time. So you can't kill him until his dialogue's done, so you just wait and wait and wait. As soon as his dialogue's done, that's when you kill him. Did I not shoot the Jackal Sniper? I think I just got lucky. I think I just like straight zoned out. I think I just got lucky. Sometimes he doesn't shoot you. I think I just zoned out on it. That's fine.
Vorsicht, wir kommen zu einem weiteren Komplex.
No. Yeah, that's fine.
Gut, immer noch nichts von der in Amber Plant im Netz der Allianz. Komisch. Die Allianz weiß von unserer Landung, aber hält uns nicht für besonders gefährlich. Na, die werden sich wundern. Aufpassen, Even Gardisten.
Yeah, Cairo's worse than it used to be. I still like Cairo a lot, but yeah, a lot of levels are worse than they used to be because of new skips. It's pretty common. Arbiter used to be one of my favorites. It's pretty bad now because of hanger skip. Okay, saved. Somehow. This is a good run. I died once at the start here, but world record does as well, so we're still like on pace here. Fine. I got bad spawn. Both times actually. I didn't really get lucky. It's fine. Who needs luck when you're skilled gamer, MisterMonopoli? Maybe today's my lucky day. I won 12 games of chess in a row earlier. My all-time best streak. Surely that means it's time to also get a personal best in Halo.
Dieser See ist nicht durch vulkanische Aktivität entstanden. Das heißt, er wurde entweder absichtlich errichtet oder entstand durch irgendeine Katastrophe. Sorry, wollten Sie jemanden...
12 games in a row is pretty unlikely when you consider I only play equally rated opponents or higher. I don't do like... There's some tournaments you can play where you're likely to play like people that are lesser rated than you, but in the online pool I play, I only play people that should be like the exact same strength as me. So 12 in a row is pretty good. It's really kind of just like winning 12 coin flips in a row if you consider like how that goes, but still happy to win a bunch of games. I also didn't play the same opponent twice, so it's not like I was just farming one guy 12 games. I never rematch people. I know some people think it's bad etiquette to like decline a rematch. Like if you beat them with the white pieces, you're supposed to give them a chance to like make it a match or something. Some people think like that's how it's supposed to go, but like I don't want to. If it's a game of 1 minute chess, like I don't know. Part of my strategy is being fast. And like, if you're used to how I've played after one game, then I mean, obviously it's not gonna like ruin my entire game plan, but like, I can just click the next opponent button and get a brand new person. For like, it doesn't take any more time. The player pool is thousands of people. I don't want to play the same guy like 100 games in a row. I'd rather face a new player. Maybe the next person I play has a title. I really like playing titled players. So like, if it's a national master or an international master, I'll rematch them every time. So, I don't know. I just want to get a new opponent. I never rematch. I know some people want to rematch all the time though. My all-time high rating is 2200.
warum seine Flotte nur aus ein paar Schiffen bestand. Seltsam, dass ein Prophet nur so dürftige Informationen über die Heimatwelt seines Feindes hat.
That's online rating, not an in-person rating. An in-person rating I've never played. I would probably be like 1600 or something in person. It tends to be lower, maybe like 1700, I don't know. No, I've never played against that many of the big streamers. I only have like a couple handful of games against titled players. I don't face them very often at my rating. I'm just slightly too low. If I gained like 50 or 100 points, I'd start maxing them more. Oh, come on. Why is he pushed up? Well, now you back up? Please stop. Alright, this has been a kind of sloppy regret. It's still not that slow though. I can still save time if I get a good ending. He's 2600 in bullet. Yeah, I would never match at 2600. I match people like exactly my rating. So I'm like 2125 right now. So I'll match people anywhere like plus 100 or minus 100 is basically what it'll match you in with. I think you can change the settings, but I think that's what I have mine as.
Der Träger des Propheten des Bedauerns hat gerade eine Antwort aus High Charity erhalten. Eine gut verschlüsselte Nachricht des Propheten der Wahrheit. Hören Sie sich das an. Deine Hast hat die Erfüllung unserer Allianz gefährdet und unseren großen Plänen geschadet.
Where do I play chess? I play on my chess. I also play a little bit on chess.com, but I don't like chess.com as much. It's too laggy. I don't like the pre-move system. I don't like the ads. I don't like the game review system. I mean, there are some cool features, like the game review that gives you like a guess for your rating. Although it's useless, it is kind of fun. I don't know. It's chess.com's more fun in a way, but Light Chess is just chess. Light Chess is like a simple, easy to use website. It's just playing chess against people that are the exact same skill level as you. And that's what I want. I just want to spam games. If I'm trying to improve, I just want to spam like thousands of games. That's kind of my game plan. I don't really need all the extra fun. Like I don't play any of the ridiculous streamer bots like Hikaru bot or Alexandra Botez bot. None of that interests me. I don't care about any of that. I get why some people find it fun, but not for me. Although I do have unlimited diamond on chess.com for free. So I do get all the cool features. Botez sister's evil brother, Alexander. Oh, did I say her name wrong? I don't watch them. I know it's Alexandra. I might have said it wrong, but. Oh shoot, man.
Allianz hat mehrere Phantom-Geschwader geschaltet. So viele kann ich nicht ordnen.
No way, man. That's crazy talk.
Die Allianz hat mehrere Phantom-Geschwader.
Why is he so close to the door? What is happening on this checkpoint, man? This is crazy. Man, this checkpoint is hard. Why is this checkpoint so hard? I can't get away with anything. They keep breaking my camo. This is crazy. Okay, well, there goes a lot of time. I gotta first try the fight from here.
Keine Zeit mehr. Hier sind überall Ehrengardisten. Gut aufpassen.
Where is he? Am I tripping? I'm blind. He's like way over here.
Das ist Ziel. Holt ihn euch.
Pretty good fight. Wait, did I not get? Okay, I did. Wait. What just happened? What just happened? I don't even know what just happened. Did I get invincible? Did I get the invincible glitch? I didn't. I don't know how I knocked him out of the chair like that without killing him. Yeah, he was firing his plasma pistol at me. He cheated. He cheated, Mr. Krabs. Plankton cheated. Just got plasma pistoled to death by regret. I've seen something similar to that. I don't know exactly how to recreate it, but I've seen it before. I might have accidentally sword flew to regret too quickly, which activated the invincible regret glitch. And then by doing a weird grenade board on the last hit, I like knocked him out of his chair. But I think, yeah, I don't know, it was weird. I know how to knock him out of his chair, and I know how to make him invincible. I know how to do those two things separately. I don't know how exactly it just happened on that run right there. Because the grenade board was weird. Yo, Vinny, what up? Yeah, it's a kind of annoying way to lose a run. Did I dashboard or did I save and quit? I dashboarded, right?
Slayer.
Thank you, Vinny. How many lifetime hours have I spent playing Halo 2? 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 3 seconds. According to my uptime. You're thinking of the cutscene on, is it Gravemind introduction, or is it the introduction for Cairo Station? One of the cutscenes where they're in the council chamber with all three regrets, or all three prophets, like the two holograms and then the one guy. He's holding an SMG in that cutscene. You've probably seen like a behind the scenes like modded video of it. How many times a week do I listen to Evanescence? I only listen to the goofy version. Wake me up. How can you see into my eyes like open doors? Wake me up. Have you heard the Goofy version, Bark? It's a masterpiece.
Game over.
Googling it right now. It's better than the original. Oh yeah, it's got all of the sounds. You gotta, if you guys haven't heard it, you gotta look it up. It's a banger. Berg, did I tell you the story about my high school prom and Evanescence? You can keep listening to that song. I won't tell the story quite yet. So my high school prom, the DJ like got on the microphone after playing like hip hop and rap songs all night long. He gets on the mic and says, "And now a slow song for those of you who have been wanting to dance or slow dance." And the song he plays is Evanescence, "Bring Me to Life." That's the slow song to slow dance. That was the only quote unquote slow song at the entire prom. Was Evanescence, "Bring Me to Life." Can you believe that? I'm not even like a sap for like, I'm not a dancer. I didn't want to slow dance. The fact that like the dude had the gall to get on the microphone and announce a slow dance and play fucking "Bring Me to Life."
Wenn Sie nicht auf Knien.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Kind of unbelievable.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
That tuxedo.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
So did any of you guys look up the Goofy version of "Bring Me to Life"? That song actually does give me life.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
It ruined the song forever. You know why it ruined it forever is because you realized it enhanced a song that you thought was already good. It is a better version of a good song. It didn't ruin anything. It elevated you to a higher plane of existence, and you're trying to gatekeep it from other people because you think it's fun to be there by yourself.
Das ist keine Übung.
Goofy as in silly or Goofy the dog? No, I'm fucking Goofy.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Bagel, I know the short-term wins are enticing, but I'm telling you, you gotta focus on the long term.
Das ist keine Übung. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Any Mumford & Sons fans? Yeah, I like Mumford & Sons. It's very kind of niche and poppy for the time period, but that genre is good. There's a reason it got popular. I've never been one to hop on board hating something because it's popular. I think it got popular in this case because it was good. I think Mumford & Sons is really good. You see the Lakers Bulls ending? Yeah, I didn't watch it live, but I saw it. It's kind of crazy. Lakers have not been having a good end of the season the last like 6 or 7 games. But I mean, honestly, they haven't been looking that bad either. LeBron and Luka were hurt for a little bit. They're both back now and they're still not looking good. But they're pretty much a lock for a playoff position. And I don't know. I think they'll play better in the playoffs, hopefully.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Los, einpacken und ab nach Hause!
No.
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Is that Pro ZD? I don't think so. It might be. Can I explain the mechanics? I mean, there's not really much to explain. You run into the box, you go through the wall. We don't understand it much more other than that either. It's messing with your hitbox on some level, but we don't really know in the code exactly where, unfortunately. So basically, whenever I run into the box, I need to be like kind of perpendicular to like what would be the flat side of it. So when it's slanted, it's a little harder to understand. But if I like restart and then if you like consider this wall, I need to be perpendicular to this wall, and I need to be moving full speed. If I'm moving full speed when I hit the wall, it'll bring me to a sudden stop. And when it stops me, you see, it's kind of subtle, but it brings me to like a kind of sudden stop that almost looks like it jolts me backwards for a second. And if you get enough of those, then that jolt backwards is what's messing with your hitbox. And once you've done enough good bumps, then you will clip through the wall. So I'm trying to line up perfectly. Then I count 8 good bumps. If you get 7, you won't go through the wall. And so I need to pay close attention to make sure I've noticed the screen shake and that I'm lined up properly. If the screen doesn't shake, then it doesn't count. So for the second one, it's harder because I have to move this box into position, which takes a grenade, and another grenade. And then I have to punch it a couple times. Then I have to find the sweet spot. So not everywhere on the box will give you a bump when it's up on the like ramp like that. You have to find like the spot that's like perpendicular and will give you like the right angle.
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Und Sie sagten, Sie würden sich was Nettes
Do we
anziehen.
ever play tackle rugby over here in the US? No, I've never played rugby. I've never seen rugby in my life. I've seen it on the telly. We also don't say telly. I just wanted to say it because I thought it'd sound funny. But I've watched people play rugby. But I would guess that most Americans have never even seen a game of rugby, like never on the TV, never on like maybe they've seen a clip of it, maybe they know about it. But I would guess most Americans have never seen rugby. You want to play, Bark? I saw you shit talking Fraser in Sorix's chat. You want to play a game? You've played for one day.
Und Sie
Think you'd
sagten,
win?
Sie würden sich was
Alright,
Nettes
let's do it.
anziehen. Die Leute brauchen
I'll make the
Heldenchief.
challenge.
Gib ihnen Hoffnung. Also lächeln.
What do you want to play 1 minute? You want to play? Yeah, we'll make it 1 minute. We'll make it 1 minute. You've played for one day. You're ready for the fast stuff. How do I make a game here?
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
1 minute, no increment, casual. You don't need an account. I'll whisper you a link. Boom.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Drucktüren dicht machen.
Hold on. Alright, we ready? Here we go. It's 1 minute, by the way. There's no increment. You gotta be fast, alright? You ready?
Waffenschränke öffnen.
Oh, he's bad. This is not good for the Barkman. This is not good. I didn't want to trade all this. I wanted to checkmate. Nah, I messed up. I mean, I'm still obviously winning. I wanted to checkmate him. I still checkmate him here. No, he ran out of time. Alright, GG. Back to our regularly scheduled Halo. Give me a few more days. Alright, alright. Do you know how to checkmate if you have just one rook and a king?
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Und Sie sagten, Sie würden sich was Nettes anziehen.
That's where you should start. If you don't know how to do that. You'll get way better like immediately if you learn how to do that. So if you give the other person just a king, they have literally nothing. And you have one rook and one king. Do you know how to win with that position? You should do that before you ever play another game. You should learn how to win with that.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Sneezy said a few more days till he beats a 2000. It could happen. It didn't take me that long to get to 2000. I've been plateaued at like 21 to 2200 for a really long time now. I reached 2000 pretty quick actually. I don't know. Chess is hard, but some people just really don't play games. And so some people, like, if it's your first, like, competitive video game, like, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to play on a ranked ladder system where you're playing equally skilled opponents. So for a casual player, that's something that, like, most people, if you think about, like, Super Smash Brothers, like, if you're a casual player, you've only played against the robots, and then you play against your friend who's literally never played before, and you beat them up. And so now you think you're the greatest. Like, oh, I beat my friend, I beat all my friends, they don't own this game, but I beat them. And so now for the first time ever, like, you're playing opponents that are the same strength as you. And it's just a different experience. A lot of people aren't used to that, but if you are used to it from playing a game like Counter-Strike or League or Dota or Halo or like any game with any online game, it's really just a video game. Just grind the online ladder, play a bunch of games, learn the meta. There is a meta.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
It's really not Sneezy is the problem.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
I don't know how to, like, explain to people that 2000 and 2100 is terrible without trying to, like... It sounds either like humble bragging, like, oh, I'm so good, haha, I'm so bad. Like, you know, the humble brag. But, I mean, the truth is, like, there's just layers. And, like, the people that are better than me are so much better than me. It's, like, it's not even close how much better than they are. Like, the scale, like, it's like a logarithmic scale almost. Like, the scale of somebody just a little bit higher rated than me. They are way better than me. I think the odds of me so at my very, very highest rating, I was 2200. I think statistically, if you place me against somebody that is 100 points higher than me, so at 2300, I'm only expected to win like 30% of those games, maybe less. I think like 20-something%. I can't remember how the ELO calculator works exactly, but so that's just someone 100 points higher than me. But if once it gets to like 200 points, I'm only expected to win like 1% of those games. Think about that. Like, think about a video game you could play with your friend and only win 1 out of 100 times. Maybe 0 out of 100. Like, I don't know. And that's just barely higher rated than me. Then you go to the people that are a couple 100 points higher than that. There are people that would beat them 100 games to 1. And then you go a little bit higher rated than that. There are people that would beat them 100 games to 1. And we're still not done because there are still more layers to this shit. So that's why I tend to say I'm not very good at chess, is because there's about 10 layers of players ahead of me that would beat people 100 to 1.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Fine, you win your shit at chess. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to like... I'm trying to vocalize how I view the relative scale. I'm trying to tell you why I don't consider it to be that high of a rating, or that, like, good. When there are people that could beat me 1,000,000 games in a row and I would never stand a chance, it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to, like, think you're that good.
Na los, Chief, hier lang. Keine Sorge, man, wir sind am Ball.
I'm comparing myself to people who play professionally, though. Some of them just casual. There are casual players who are better than me. But of the pool of casual players, I'm now nearing the top of kind of casual play. Which is kind of my goal. Did I just run out of sword? Didn't I have sword? How did I manage that? It's too slow anyway. The top 5 is 10 times better than the top 20. Yeah, for sure. Like, it probably is. Actually, the top 1 is probably like twice as good as top 2, and then those guys, like, top 3 is like twice as good as top 5. I don't know. I don't know. It's even like crazier than that. But yeah, the top few is like way better.
Das ist keine Übung. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
I have beaten chess players who have titles, though, and that always makes me feel cool. Whenever I match against players who have a title, it tells you on the website, it tells you if they're an international master or a national master, and I always get excited when I play against those guys. I have quite a few wins.
Das ist keine Übung.
Please don't shoot at me.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taktik?
Alarm. Entertruppen unterwegs.
Also, another reason I refuse to accept that I'm even halfway decent at chess is because I know how much I don't know. So, for example, I don't have the names of the squares memorized. I might be the highest rated chess player in the world who cannot read chess notation. I mean, that's a stretch, that's an exaggeration, obviously, but, like, I'm one of the higher rated players who, like, has never read a book, who's never, like, I just, for some reason, it doesn't click with me. I know how to read the names of the squares, like, I know A1 is in the lower left, like, I obviously know how a grid system works, but in terms of, like, visualizing the square off the names of the, like, squares and whatever, there's just nothing there, no way. So, like, the top players are talking about the game as if it's a language, and I can't even, like, understand it even slightly. And even players lower rated than me can understand it.
Chief,
Könnten
Sie alle diese Dinge töten?
Wiederhole. Alarm. Entertruppen unterwegs.
But I think some of that is because I didn't play the game as a kid. I think it's way more common in people who like actually played chess growing up, so that they kind of have an innate knowledge of the board. I didn't really learn about the coordinate system until I was an adult.
An alle. Besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Also, I don't know any openings. So, like, I don't know the names of any openings. Again, I don't know notation, so I haven't memorized, like, the order of the moves for any openings. So it's very difficult for me to accept that I'm good when I don't know openings and I don't know the names of the squares.
Dies ist keine Übung.
I just move the pieces real fast.
Das ist keine Übung.
Okay, bleib mal.
I play knight c3 every game as white, and I play knight f6 every game as black. Like, literally every single game. And neither of those are considered real openings. I think knight f6 is more of a real opening. But I like starting with the knight, because sometimes my opponent leaves a pawn in the middle for free, and I can take it. And also in Blitz chess, which I mostly play Blitz and Bullet. And Bullet, like,
Lagebericht.
Die Explosion
if you start with knight c3, no matter what move black plays, they're not attacking your knight, which means I can pre-move my second move and know that I'm not going to be blundering a piece. So by the second move of the game, I am already pre-moving, which has given me like a little bit of time advantage, because during my pre-move, I can then glance at what my opponent has played and start reacting. So I can get a time advantage by playing a knight move in the open. I think it is tactically a good move.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Bord.
How is this guy stuck in the ground? That guy was like actually stuck. Did you see that?
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum. Wir haben eine Bombe.
He was like actually glitched. I've never seen that. Wow, I lived. Thought those last shots were gonna kill.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Time for the hockey, let's go. I heard a record just got broken and people were hyped about it. Was that your team? Did they break a record?
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
Yeah.
Übrigens, die Bombe
No,
wird
it's a
von einem
player.
ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Fug.
No, I'm just in such a hurry. I have to save the world. Chief wants every part of it. He's just getting to the action. If I waste any time, the Scarab is gonna blow up the planet or something. You know, actually, what the hell's the Scarab doing on Earth? If they're just glassing the whole city anyway, I guess they're looking for something, aren't they? Like, they're looking for the Ark. Why are they even sending in troops if they can just glass the planet? But I guess they're looking for the Ark.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Rampen. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Wir sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen.
Why does anything happen in the Halo games?
Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum
Good question. Nothing happens in some of them. Have you played Halo 3? Nothing happens for like 6 missions in that game. I like Halo 3's multiplayer, and I think the campaign environments are a lot of fun. But the actual story itself, like, nothing happens. That doesn't mean it's not fun. Just, I think the storytelling is very, very bad.
Was? Noch mehr von denen?
I don't know, like, take the first level, for example, Sierra. Sierra is all about go find Johnson, learn the controls, kill a few enemies, explore the jungle. That's all cool, right? But then, what's the second half of the mission? You're just killing a few enemies and getting picked up by a pelican? That's way worse than the Pillar of Autumn, which is go find keys, get a weapon, and then leave, right? Or Cairo Station, or like, so you get a weapon and then you have to escape the station that's blowing up. You escape in a life pod and you end up in the second mission. Similarly with Halo 2, Cairo Station is like one of the most epic cutscenes of all time. You have to go find the bomb, you barely escape the space station, you blow up a bomb, like, both Halo 1 and Halo 2 start off so much more epic. And then Halo 3 starts off, you got picked up by a pelican. Okay. And then you enter the second mission, you're like, okay, alright, well there's an explosion in the second mission, right? It's just it's so much worse than the bomb. Like, it's the exact retelling of Cairo Station, but worse. Like, yeah, okay, there's a bomb, we gotta blow it up, we gotta escape. Like, it's Cairo Station, but worse. Then we get, but it's actually one of the coolest moments in the game, even though it's Cairo Station, but worse. Because then you get to Savo, nothing happens on Savo, you literally just drive. Like, actually nothing happens on that level, you just drive. And then you get to the Storm, what happens on the Storm? You kill one Scarab, which I guess is kind of cool, but you also have already done that in Halo 2. And I don't think that the Halo 3 Scarab fight was actually that good, I think it was pretty bad. And then you blow up one AA gun. But the AA fight isn't even really a fight, it's like, shoot this core and the mission ends. But nothing happens on the Storm. Like, the final boss of the Storm is literally just shooting this thing that you don't even know, like, the mission just ends, like, abruptly. You don't even know, like, I don't know, I feel like you're confused when the Storm ends. Flood's cool, but nothing happens except the Flood showed up and you play the same level you just played backwards.
Nette Begrüßung.
And that's, so, like, I don't know, the whole first half of Halo 3, literally, like, in terms of story, nothing happens until the Flood shows up. At least when the Flood shows up on Earth, there's some story development. And then the second half is fine. Ark and Covenant are cool. The ending of the game actually has stuff happen. You can argue if it's good or not. At least stuff happens. I just think nothing actually happens in Halo 3 for the first, like, 4 hours of normal casual gameplay. No way. Why did that not board? Looking too far down? That's annoying. I needed to jump.
In dem Gebäude sind ein paar Marines eingeschlossen, Chief. Konzentriert euch auf die Braves. Die sind am gefährlichsten.
Wait, how did it not die again? I swear I killed everything.
Sir, Corporal Perez, Kompanie A, Kommandostand ist da drüben. Der Lieutenant wurde beim Absprung getroffen.
Wer hat jetzt das Kommando, Corporal?
Sergeant Banksman. Er ist oben. Kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen.
Als ich
Also, I'm trying to think about Halo 3 lore right now. At the end of the level Floodgate, what the hell are we getting? Aren't we getting Cortana? Why do we then have to also get Cortana on the mission Cortana? Are we getting Cortana twice? What's going on there? Bark, you're an expert on Halo 3. What the hell's happening at the end of Floodgate? Are we just getting her chip, and then we go get her personality somewhere else? What's going on?
Vorsichtig, Chief. Diese Elite war ein Ultra und diese Piloten sind auch nicht von Pappe.
It's just a message from her? We thought we were getting Cortana, but it was just a message. Oh, okay, that sounds right, maybe. I think she's fucking R2-D2.
Und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei ohne weiteres nieder. Der Sturm hat unseren Anflug getarnt. Ihr lokales Gefechtsnetz müsste auch durcheinander sein.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Das Moment ist auf unserer Seite. Vorerst.
Covenant is good. Arc is good. I'm not saying those levels are bad. I'm not saying Halo 3 is bad. I think some of it's good. Just think some of it's not. I love this trick, dude.
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Und Sie sagten, Sie würden sich was Nettes anziehen. Die Leute brauchen Helden, Chief. Gib ihnen Hoffnung. Also lächeln, okay? Solange wir noch was zum Lachen haben.
343 is a good mission. What's interesting about 343 is it's just kind of a completely standalone mission, isn't it? Like, there's no lore about why we're following that pelican.
Wenn Sie mich auf Knien
Like,
sehen wollen, muss ich Sie enttäuschen.
I mean, that kind of ties into the story, but it really doesn't. It's just like it feels like a very non sequitur in the lore, but it's the best story in the entire game. It's such a cool level, for sure.
Meine Herren, wie schön, dass Sie zurück sind. Sprechen Sie, Cortana.
Es rührt sich was, Sir, nahe Io. Und Versuchungen laufen schon.
Tut mir leid, aber wir müssen hier Druck machen.
Sieht gut aus.
Danke.
Vielen Dank.
Sergeant Major, das Kreuz der Kolonien wird für großen Wagemut und Hingabe verliehen. An einen Soldaten des United Earth Space Corps.
Das nenne ich absolute Ketzerei. Er soll für alle, die unsere Allianz brechen wollen, ein Beispiel sein.
Commander Miranda Keys. Ihr Vater handelte stets im Einklang mit den höchsten Traditionen des Militärdienstes. Seine beispiellose und große Tapferkeit hat ihm und der UNSC höchste Ehre gemacht. Die Navy hat einen der besten verloren.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
Nice. Are they gonna sub you in soon, Defend? Are you gonna play?
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Are you allowed to have your phone while sitting on the bench? Flying to Carolina right now. Nice. They're finally calling up Defend to the big leagues.
Schön, Sie zu sehen, Sir.
I heard they're subbing you in just to fight. Like, you're one of those players who your entire job is to get a penalty and rough up this guy. Is that true? That's your role on the team? You just go out there and just full on fucking slam him into the panel.
Hochtüren dicht machen.
This guy didn't die. Thought I killed you. I don't want to restart.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
That was pretty fast. Yeah, it was almost fast, Vincent.
Cortana,
Almost
Lagebericht.
fast.
Explosion kam aus dem Innern der
I didn't look at the timer. What time was it? When I killed that elite that you thought was the last
Da muss
one?
hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
It was 30 something, but it was good. Like a low 30.
Na los hier. Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taste?
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
Ich werfe eine Granate. Hey, Vorsicht!
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Wait, did I miss a resub 13 minutes ago? Ugly Mouse, thank you for the resub. I guess I missed that. Not sure, I didn't hear it come up. Must have been in a run. We're complaining. Come on, box. Slow and steady. Yeah, Dart, thank you for the resub.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Dart was trying to steal this dude's stick last night. I don't know what was up with that.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Are you on a team? I think you said no, right? You're not on the team? You're not, but you'll be there for trash. People are starting to play tonight in like 45 minutes, I'm pretty sure. I heard tonight at 5 when games start. Am I going to play tonight? Yeah, I'll play tonight. Not at 5 though, that's too early. I'm gonna do a few more hours of stream, take a shower, then probably head over. Probably not till like 8 or later for me, maybe closer to 9 even. Gotta be fashionably late. And I guess I should see when my team is showing up.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern.
Dude, Jared is in the same group as me and Josh. We have to play against him for our first like couple games. I don't know if Josh told you. Our group's kind of hard. Mine and Josh's team? No, I have to play against Josh. Josh is on 500s, which is a Seattle team. I'm on a team with a Chattanooga player, Keith. I'm on a multi-city team. It's Florida, Dallas, Chattanooga, and Seattle.
Cortana, Ziele aus und Feuerfrei. Ziehen Sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Not fair. Mike was saying the other day, or last week, he was saying that he thinks his team has a small chance to win the tournament. And I didn't know how to break it to him that their team has a 0% chance to win the tournament. Mike was amped up because we had some practice sets where they like took us to Famine and stuff, and they had a good set. And he was like, yeah, this team's good. And I didn't know how to explain to him that it was 0%.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Is there also a burger element to this run? I assume you meant to type RNG, and yes, there's absolutely randomness in this run. There's randomness all over the place. Some of it kills the run, some of it just loses a couple seconds, but there's literally thousands of moments of randomness. Like right here at the start, there's randomness right here. So sometimes there's a Marine that spawns in front of the box, and it'll block the box from being in position. So even if I throw perfect grenades, the box will sometimes end up in a bad spot. And that's just like straight up random, there's nothing I can do about it. I'll point out all of the bits of randomness that matter just here at the start. Or just here on the first level, because it's everywhere. There's like so much more randomness. There's even like some very subtle things, like getting shot by these guys slightly matters as I enter this room. Every once in a while they'll blow up my Marine to my left, and it'll give me an extra frag grenade. And having an extra frag grenade does help the next room. So I mean, there were some bits of randomness that we've already passed. We got lucky and the elites weren't shooting at us, so we didn't get the bad randomness there. So these grunts, sometimes they're instant shooting, and the elite position is also random. The elite rank is also random, so I don't want to see ultra elites, which I just saw. So we got bad luck here on the elite rank, but fortunately he pushed forward, which is also random, and we got him dead quick. So that's good. So now the rank of all of these next elites is random as well. We don't want to see ultras again. No way. There's randomness in how all of the elites move and stuff too, obviously.
Entertruppen unterwegs.
I don't know if like how you compare it versus other speedruns, but it is definitely very hard and very skillful. And some of the skill is very subtle. It looks easier than it is when you see an expert perform. But yeah, this game is not easy. Especially like if you consider casually, this game, it's one of the harder casual games that exists. Like not considering it as a speedrun, but just like to beat this game on Legendary was really hard back in the day. Playing this on the original version, like low FPS, bad controllers, bad TVs. Like MLG really didn't exist yet. Like people weren't professional gamers. This game came out in a time when like most people were bad at games. Like to beat this game at all on Legendary was a huge accomplishment. This game is like so difficult on Legendary that people still argue today that it was a mistake how difficult this game is. Like I've heard this spouted as a rumor that, oh, they just didn't have time to playtest it. That's why the game is so hard. Which is honestly nonsense. They made the game hard as a reaction to Halo 1. They said this in an interview, that they turned up the difficulty on purpose because people complained Halo 1 was too easy. And so they made the game harder. But people speculate that this game is too hard. That it was a mistake to be this hard. They're wrong.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
I can't think of any contemporary games that were even almost as hard as Halo 2 Legendary. People say Call of Duty was like very difficult, and like there's what the Mile High Club achievement or whatever. Some games had some very high like difficulty achievements, but I think like Halo wasn't even marketed as a difficult game. It just happened to be incredibly difficult, which I think is kind of cool. I think that like insane difficulty is like part of the reason I'm still speedrunning it today. It makes it more prestigious. People recognize that Halo 2 is unique in the franchise for its difficulty. Everyone, if you rank the Halos in difficulty, everybody says it's either the first or the second hardest one. Some people will say like some other random game. I've heard people argue Reach is harder. I've heard people say even Halo 1 is harder. I think it's pretty obvious the general consensus is this is the hardest Halo though for casual gameplay. Especially considering the console that it came out on, which is the OG Xbox. I think if you consider that, it's kind of insane to think about how hard this game is casually. Playing this game on the OG Xbox is a different experience. If your only experience with Halo is on Master Chief Collection, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, you haven't actually played like real Halo. I mean, because first of all, you're playing most likely on a CRT, but even if you had like a fancy flat screen, like the FPS was low, the lag was high, the dead zones on the controller are insane, the size and shape of the controller is insane. Like the field of view is so much smaller. You see so much less of the screen on OG compared to like MCC. Which makes like the level like library feels so much scarier on OG because of like how zoomed in everything is. Like when you're shotgunning Flood, it's like they're there. They're their whole screen. Bungie gave talks about their decision with FOV and why they made it so small. And it was a design decision. And they balanced like the movement speed for Halo 3 and for like melees and stuff around the FOV. They wanted it so that like you moved at a certain speed on the screen, so that like players like they liked the speed that combat happened at certain FOVs. And whenever you play Master Chief Collection, you're just able to change that, which like literally changes the way the game was meant to be experienced. It sounds like I'm just complaining, and I am, but it really fundamentally changes the way multiplayer games play when you can change the FOV to whatever you want. So if you consider a map like Midship, I've complained about this before, but like Midship has a top mid spot that's very powerful. It's called P3. You can stand at the top of the base and you can shoot down on everybody else. If you have a very high FOV, looking like straight down the middle, you can see both the left and the right side. so that like if anyone spawns on the left side, you can instantly look over there. If anyone spawns on the right side, you can instantly look over there. But on Classic, you couldn't do that. So you had to like be looking at one side and choose the side. So you're just so much more powerful on P3 if you have a high field of view, because now you can react so much faster to which side the enemy spawned on. And it's not just places that are like powerful at the top of the map, it's really everywhere. There's so many spots that like changing the FOV kind of changes the way powerful positions like are held. And it makes it like too strong. There's a bunch of things that are just more imbalanced because of better input peripherals like better sniping, better aiming, and better field of view. You're just more powerful. So some of the maps, like they were already imbalanced in 2004, and they're even more imbalanced in 2025.
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
So I'm almost done with season 3 of Doctor Who. I've been watching that. I'm enjoying it so far. Using FOV to balance like that sounds stupid. It does in the modern age, but if you consider everyone is on the same console, you have to pick an FOV. Back then it was standard. Like, games didn't have variable FOV. They didn't have like all of these bells and whistles that you consider today. So like, if everyone has the exact same FOV, you're allowed to choose that number. And when you choose that number, that is a design decision. That's something that you have to be conscious as a game developer. So it's not as stupid as it sounds. It's like, it was chosen for a reason.
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
Halo 1, 2, and 3 came out at a time when everybody was on the exact same console. Yeah, you could also get better resolution with better performance if you had a lower FOV. And Halo 3 really had to do a bunch of tricks to get better resolution. That's one of the reasons Halo 3 FOV is so low, is they needed to squeak resolution out.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Yeah, your awareness probably just increased, Schizo. You can just see more of the map. If you can see more, you can probably know more and react to more. It does make a difference for a lot of spots.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Zoo shoots both grunts on the turret? Yeah, I don't know why. Kinda tilts me, actually. Oh, come on, I did not mean to shoot there. That's bad. Zoo's only losing like a quarter of a second by shooting that second grunt, and sometimes it gives him a checkpoint. But we're both at the point now where we don't need those checkpoints. If we die, we're restarting. So, I don't know. He's losing a little bit of time killing that grunt, and it doesn't really do him any good. Please. Yo, trade words, thank you.
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
Yeah, Nightmare, I think this game looks fine. I'm streaming it at literally the worst possible video settings because I'm intentionally trying to get less lag, and I still think it looks fine. If I updated the Xbox, I would be able to get like better anti-aliasing, better rendered for field of view for distance, or for level of detail, and a lot of other like graphical tweaks. The game can look even better than this, is what I'm saying. I have it looking the worst possible because it reduces lag. But I think it looks fine. For a game that's over 20 years old, I think it looks fine.
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
That's something that's important, is easy to pick out characters. I feel like one of the biggest problems with Halo 4 and with Halo 2 Anniversary, which was basically just Halo 4 but done on the Halo 2 maps, the lighting in that game made it so that I couldn't see enemies on the background. So the Lockout remake on Halo 2 Anniversary, if there was like blue Spartans, I just couldn't see them. Because most of the level was like that like kind of pale blue color, and the way the lighting was, like I felt like Red Team just had a like straight up advantage on that Lockout map. I couldn't see shit.
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
And add in the fact that Halo 4 has those like strobe effects whenever like a grenade goes off next to you. So you get like flashbanged, and then you like can't see the colors, and then like, I don't know. I did not like the lighting and the texture and the art of Halo 4 or Halo 2 Anniversary at all. Yeah, but I really struggled on that lockout map. That was actually one of the reasons I quit playing Halo 2 Anniversary at all, was because there weren't very many maps. And the best map I like couldn't play if I was red team.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los hier! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe? Na los, Chief, hier lang!
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Mann, wir sind am Ball.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon,
Der Chief
kümmert
muss
euch
mir
um
aber
die
helfen
Träger.
bei den Zündkapseln. Die feindlichen Schiffe sind in der
Finden Sie die Bombe.
13 Kreuzer,
Im
2
Lauf.
Sturmträger.
Cortana, Ziele aussuchen
Jetzt wird's
und
laut.
feuern
Die
frei.
Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Ich glaube es nicht. Admiral, ziehen Sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
Okay,
Der
not
erste
bad.
Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
Wirklich übel.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas auslösen.
Please don't kill me. I can't believe I'm dead. I can't believe he's not dead. Alright, it's slow. It's not worth resetting though.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
You had this game in French. Yeah, it leaked early. Does that mean that your parents were pirates and that they got a bootleg version for you before it came out? I have a legit French version. The French versions are slightly faster for some levels. But I remember before Halo 2 came out, it actually leaked early, the French version. So some people were uploading videos in French before the game came out.
Nicht nachlassen.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Sie brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
No, I'm not on a modded Xbox. I'm playing on the Xbox 360.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte fahren.
Weiter, weiter! Das tut schweinisch weh! Noch einmal auf mein Konto, ja! Das wird nie langweilig, Kumpel. Ich hab noch einen Feindkontakt.
Die Allianz will sich neu formieren. Verhindern Sie das.
Hast du ein Problem, Kumpel? Gehen Sie los, wir alle folgen Ihnen.
Nette Begrüßung. abgeschlossen, Chief. Konzentriert euch auf die Waves. Sie sind am gefährlichsten.
Sir, Corporal Perez, Kompanie A, Kommandostand ist da drüben. Der Lieutenant wurde beim Absprung getroffen.
Wer hat jetzt das Kommando, Corporal?
Sergeant Banksman. Er ist oben. Kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen.
Alright, we got another run going. Can we get another one out of Arbiter? Did I like Infinite? It was okay. I thought the movement and mechanics of the campaign were fun, like grappling and sliding around and stuff. Exploring the open world was pretty fun. Getting the dialogues was pretty fun. I liked the glitch to fly the Pelican. That made exploration kind of fun. But then they patched the Pelican glitch, and they patched a lot of speedrun glitches. And the multiplayer was a broken, buggy mess. And it took them too long to add features that I cared about. And so they removed the ability to speedrun, and they never fixed multiplayer. So I just quit playing. But I played it for a little while. I was doing speedruns and I was playing the multiplayer. I made it to Onyx, like on multiple accounts. I did a lot of speedruns. I was enjoying it.
Wir sind der Arm der Prophetengebieter und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei ohne weiteres nieder. Der Sturm hat unseren Anflug getan. Ihr lokales Gefechtsnetz müsste auch durcheinander sein. Das Überraschungsmoment ist auf unserer Seite. Vorerst.
No, why did they spot me? Still very fast. Last clip in this might gold. No, I don't have a grenade.
Kümmert euch ihn, Brüder. Ich verteidige das Orakel. Seine Wahrheit soll nie verstummen.
Man, I got bad door.
Die Ketzer mobilisieren ihre Luftstreitkräfte, Gebieter. Schnappt euch ihren Anführer, aber passt auf. Ich schicke einen Phantom zur Unterstützung.
Still a good arbiter.
Der Anführer der Ketzer ist in diesem Teil der Station. Räumt die Landezone und geht da rein.
Defender, remember when you were convinced that you could tell which side it was gonna be? You can? No, you can't.
Was ist hier passiert? Einen Gebieter
sendet eine Holophone an. Er muss ganz nah sein.
zu erledigen.
Komm raus, damit wir dich töten können.
Stellt euch auf. Anführer.
Bleibt. Die Flood greift uns an. Die Verletzten.
Okay, not too bad. So what was the verdict, Woot? Which one?
Weg! Dämonenwandel! Heilige Fackel!
Los, Gebieter, wenn die Verstärkung da
Will I
ist, komm ich
attempt the
nach.
zoo strat? What's the zoo strat? I don't know that there is a zoo strat. Head glitch for 2 minutes. Oh, that's the zoo strat. Yeah, you know what? We should start calling that the zoo strat. Head glitch for 2 minutes. He didn't come up with it or popularize it, but we can still blame him for it. 26. Pretty good. Alright. What do we got? We got a plasma rifle, plasma pistol, needler, plasma rifle. Okay. Got them all 4 here. What number did I say? 26? Okay, and this is fast.
Anführer, der Sturm erreicht uns. Wir können die Stellung nicht halten.
Bringt die Phantoms zur Mine. Wir gehen erst, wenn der Anführer der Ketzer tot ist.
Ich werde dich schon kriegen.
Gebieter, die Flat ist jetzt überall in der Station. Wir sind zu wenige für so eine Riesenverseuchung. Sucht den Anführer dieser Ketzer. Tötet ihn jetzt!
Did you get the kill? Nice.
Krieger, zurück zur Landezone. Der Gebieter geht weiter nach oben, trennt die Station ab und scheucht die Ketzer aus dem Loch.
Mögen unsere Herren ihre Hand führen.
8-minute button. Feels good.
Halten Sie das Schwert bereit. Dem wird er...
Alle meine Phantoms sind in der Luft, Gebieter. Los, trennt sie das Kabel durch! Das ist einer. Bei den Propheten. Die Station schlingert ja vielleicht. Ein letztes Kabelgebieter. Das hat gereicht. Die Station ist im freien Fall. Der Anführer der Ketzer ist unterwegs. Lasst ihn nicht entkommen. Wir bleiben hier, solange es geht.
Oh, dickhead. Wow, that's... I'm in danger. Let me live. Please let me live. Can't believe I saved that.
Welch ein Wahnsinn! In einem Banshee entkommt ihr diesen Strudel nie. Moment, der Hangar. Dort war ein Seraph-Kampfjäger. Gebietet. Leben Sie noch, Gebieter? Wir halten das Tempo so gut es geht.
Sparkly. This is a good run. This is one of my best paces ever at this point. I've had a few faster, but this one's really good.
Einer neuen Flotte oder eine Versprechen. Oh. Ja. Sehen Sie sich um, Gebieter. Wie viele andere Einrichtungen erforscht auch diese den Schwarm.
It's deathless, I'm pretty sure.
Aber wo sind die Waffen, Gebieter? Was ist herausgesprungen?
I know that's a good jinx, but
Zeit und Mühe unserer Blutsväter,
I'll be alright.
nur diese Geschöpfe auf Eisen zu legen. Ja. Ah. Und wo sind jetzt diese Götter, die uns die Propheten anbeten lassen? Transzendiert? Wohl kaum. Kommen Sie, Gebieter. Ich zeige Ihnen, wohin Sie gegangen sind.
nice. Look at this split. 43 seconds ahead of world record right now.
Sir, wir müssen diese Geschütze neutralisieren.
With big time save on the next mission. If everything goes well. What's even crazier is, imagine if this had a 359 Cairo like I got yesterday, or a 357 Cairo like I got 2 days ago. Could be 30 seconds faster. We could be a minute and 10 seconds ahead right now if I had like the God run. This is already kind of a godly run, but it's crazy there's always better. You can always do better. Legendary's hard.
Artillerie ausgeschaltet, Sergeant. Landezone ist sicher. Vorerst.
Verstanden. Wir gehen runter. Stellung halten.
Leichter gesagt als getan. Phantoms im Anmarsch, Chief.
You cannot do that to me, dude. He pinned me against the wall. Why did he spawn so far back in the first place? That's crazy. Oh look, no ghost this time. Very cool. Okay, that's our first death, and it's a really short one. Relatively, at least. It's fine. That's one of the more risky parts of the entire run. That's not a new way to die. I've died there hundreds and hundreds of times. But sometimes, yeah, I mean, like that last death to regret was kind of crazy. Sometimes you just do get wacky deaths. And even after playing for so many years, I do still have new things happen to me. Not quite as often anymore, but every once in a while. Come on, man. Please don't spawn looking at me. Man, this was so fast. Come on, stop joking. You just gotta hit a fly. Don't snipe me. Okay, that could be way worse. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's like 25 seconds lost or something. There was a lot of time to save on this level still. Why do I camo on that swordfly? Because there's snipers in that room, and if I don't, they will snipe me. I shoot a rocket because I need to alert that elite in the tunnel. When he gets alerted, he like jumps and turns around, and that makes him stand still for 1 second. And I need him to stand still so that my swordfly keeps momentum and flies past him. But when I alert the elite, I also alert the jackal snipers, so if I don't camo, they will snipe me.
Dieser See ist nicht durch vulkanische Aktivität entstanden. Das heißt, er wurde entweder absichtlich errichtet oder entstand durch irgendeine Katastrophe. Sorry, wollten Sie jemanden umbringen? Wisst ihr, die Blutsväter haben diese neuen Anlagen wohl um die alten gebaut. Als Schutz. Das ist aber reine Spekulation. Erst muss ich noch gründlicher nachprüfen.
Massacre. Also, there's no aim assist on those birds. Hitting those shots from long distance is actually harder than it looks on this controller. Oh shit, am I gonna get bugs? Don't give me bugs. Okay, thank goodness.
Ein versunkener Abschnitt, der die Türme mit den Anlagen verbindet. Wir gehen da wohl runter.
We almost lost the run right there. I'm actually surprised I didn't get bugs. I don't know why I threw a frag there.
Ich habe eine sichere Übertragung vom Träger des Propheten an irgendwas namens High Charity abgefangen. Es scheint eine formelle Entschuldigung zu sein, an die Propheten der Wahrheit und der Gnade. Der Prophet der Wahrheit hatte wohl offensichtlich etwas vorschnell gehandelt, als er die Erde angriff. Er bittet die anderen Propheten, ihm sein verfrühtes Eintreffen zu verzeihen. Er behauptet, dass ihn niemand vor menschlicher Präsenz dort gewarnt hätte. Das erklärt, warum seine Flotte nur aus ein paar Schiffen bestand. Seltsam, dass ein Prophet nur so dürftige Informationen über die Heimatwelt seines Feindes hat.
That's how I line up the swordfly so that it sends me to that balcony. I'm redirecting off the corner of the wall. I'm putting my like foot right against the wall so whenever I hit it, it bonks me and sends me sideways. Not quite the sub 5 button, but not bad either.
Der Träger des Propheten des Bedauerns hat gerade eine Antwort aus High Charity erhalten. Eine gut verschlüsselte Nachricht des Propheten der Wahrheit. Hören Sie sich das an. Deine Hast hat die Erfüllung unserer Allianz gefährdet und unseren großen Plänen geschadet. Dass dir eine öffentliche Zurschaustellung deines Versagens erspart bleibt, hast du nur dem Propheten der Gnade und seinem weisen Rat zu verdanken. Wahrheit, Gnade, Bedauern. 3 Prophetenhierarchen. Bedauern zu töten sollte der Führungsriege der Allianz einen Hieb versetzen, aber es hört sich an, als täten sie Wahrheit damit eher ein Gefallen.
Was this the one? This is a good one. This is a really good one to this point. But we still have Gravemind coming up. The one we've talked about. The one that always kills my runs. There's also, the end of this level is one of the hardest sections. And then Gravemind. And then Sacred. I mean, all of the levels can cause resets, but... yeah. People always ask this question, like, imagine Cairo as the last level. I don't know why that's one of the most common, like, questions or statements in my Twitch chat. But we would just play the level slightly safer. Cairo is... we reset on Cairo because it's the first level.
Roger, ich bin so dicht an der Bibliothek wie es geht. Da ist eine Art Barriere. Wir versuchen herumzukommen.
That's why it's reset a lot. So like reordering the levels doesn't change the fact that during a speedrun, you play the first level a lot. Mathematically, it's the level you will always play the most, because it's impossible to make it to the second level without playing the first level first. It's also the level that's the easiest to reset to save free time on. The speedrun would not be substantially different if Cairo was later in the run. It would just be played like very slightly safer. The hardest trick in the run is on the second to last mission. So, like, all of the nonsense talk about reordering stuff never takes into account that High Charity skip is the hardest trick in the run, and it's at the very, very end. Gravemind is basically at the end of the run, and it's, like, the hardest level. Like, this run is very, very weighted towards being very difficult on the second half. How did I just survive? I actually don't know how I just lived that. Take it.
Du wagst es, meine Predigt zu stören?
Well, there's a good regret. Actually, it wasn't that good of a fight, but still a good enough level here. At least it was deathless at the end. We're out. Alright. We're way ahead of record. Here we go. That's one of the hardest sections in the run we just completed. That is not what I'm doing. Shotgun flood are bad. Yeah, I agree. Shotgun flood are bad. Yeah, what up, Volko? No regrets.
Sie haben die Energiequelle des Shits erreicht, Gebieter. Überlassen Sie Ihre Rede. Bei den Zwecken der Forschungsgebieter anzugreifen, besonders wenn die Schilde oben sind. Bleibt in den Scherben die Energiequelle ausgelöst ist. Ihr setzt sie aus ihrem Gestell. Dann greift das Biest von hinten an.
I can finally play the game if I get world record. I'm looking forward to it.
Der Weg zur Bibliothek ist frei. Ich nehme euch auf den Vorsprung da vorne auf. Verdammte Maschinen. Durchbrechen Sie die Wand selbst, Gebieter.
Oh god, I missed my jump. Oh no. How did I screw that up so badly? Okay, not a good start to SI. We're pretty much guaranteed to lose time already. Zoo gets a really good Sacred Icon. This is one of the levels where I'm very often losing time. I'm saving time on almost all of the beginning levels. But I lose time on these later levels. Not because I'm like not practiced at them. I mean, some of it you could argue is a skill issue, but it's because Zoo gets like perfect splits on some of these levels. Like his Gravemind is like actually perfect. His Sacred Icon's very close to it. I'm getting like an Amber Alert on my phone or something. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear this? I feel like I'm being abducted by aliens. This is definitely not distracting and like the most stressful part of the level. Could you guys hear that? Fucking... What do you want me to do? Run out into the street? I don't even know who Amber is. Oh, you just got it too? That's funny. My girlfriend finds out that some girl named Amber's trying to contact me. She's gonna be pissed. I don't actually have a girlfriend. Thought that'd be a funny joke.
Negativ, Ma'am. Keine Allianztruppen. Durchgang decken.
I just gotta clarify so that when this is world record, the women out there watching know. Hit me up. Follow me on Twitter. Slide into those DMs. I'm single. Yeah, this carbine has extra ammo. No, no. Why did Flood come in behind me? Man, I choked. Oh, come on. That was bad. Please fly. Hello? I should have it's differently. Man, I can't decide how I want to do these strats. Everyone went boom. Okay, that was better.
Gebieter, was tun Sie hier?
That wasn't that bad. We're gonna lose time, but it could be worse. Okay, and we have allies. Cool. Love to see that.
Wir dürfen nicht aufgeben. Nehmen Sie am Kampf teil, Gebieter.
Get 'em, boys. Dude, my allies are kind of doing work right now. What spawn did I just get?
Abscheuliche Kreatur! Wir gehen zusammen ran. Auf geht's.
Please end. Please end. There's none alive. There's nothing alive. There's nothing alive. Okay, we lost 30 seconds, but that death was about 30 seconds, considering we also lost time at the start. Not too bad of an ending. That was a fine Sacred Icon. Honestly, pretty good, considering the death. A little bit of a choke, but we're still on it. We're still on it. how many more levels? 20 minutes, I guess is the easiest way to look at it. 20 minutes left in the run. Level count matters less, right? Oh god. Not good. Will you flip upright? That's crazy. Good thing the checkpoint's close. I should have just instantly reverted. I knew when my ghost landed on those stupid jagged slopes I was in trouble. That's fucking... I hate this game. My checkpoint was close. It's actually not that bad. It's just really stupid. Those slopes are dangerous. I knew it too. As soon as it flipped, I said, uh-oh. I knew we were in danger. I could sense it. Wait, I missed the trigger? Are you kidding me? Where's the trigger? How have I missed it again? What? Okay, well that was weird. He blew me up! No! He rocketed the... Okay, the run's dead. That's a crazy way to lose the run. I already killed one of the rocket flood. The second one rockets the box, blowing us both up? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because I missed a trigger? So... I'll explain how I missed the trigger in a minute. That's crazy. And I didn't get checkpoints. I should have got one right there. That's so unfortunate, man. Got it that time. So whenever you pass through triggers in this game, that's what the game determines if you like reach certain checkpoints. So it knows if I just entered this room, like this whole area, because I went through a box that's invisible. They're called triggers. And when the character walks through them, the game says, yep, the character is in a new area, let's update the new area. Some of the boxes are bigger or smaller than others. If the box is really small, it's possible to pass through the box before it notices that you were ever in it. So, even though I wasn't going very fast in the ghost just moved slightly faster than walking speed. So it passed through on a... So the trigger only checks like once every second. So it checks, and then it waits a second, and then it checks, and then it waits a second. So that means if you pass through the trigger in less than 1 second, then it's possible to completely miss the cycle. And that's what happened. So I didn't hit the trigger, and if you miss that trigger, you can't complete the level. So I had to go back for it. When I went back for it, it spawned in the extra rocket flood, who blew me up. So the run's not completely dead. World record is kind of unlikely, but I can still get a personal best. No, there's no magic tricks to pull out on Legendary to save the run, Dart. I do all of the hardest strats already. No magic tricks. What's my PB? My PB is almost exactly 2 minutes behind record. I'll switch to PB splits after Gravemind if we get that far. Currently we're looking at world record splits, but I'll switch to PB.
Schon drin, Gebieter. Ihnen nach. Ich bewache die Verteidigungsstellung.
Never heard of it. Sea of Green's about to turn red, woot. Unfortunately, here comes the red. Brace yourselves. Hold! Hold! Oh god, I can't stop it. It's everywhere. Alright, we're 42 seconds red. That's worse than I expected. That sucks. No chance at record. Pretty much zero. If I get a gold split here, technically it's not zero. I have to get the fastest Gravemind I've ever done right now, though.
Oh, das wohl nicht.
Here it comes, right here. The fastest Gravemind.
Vorsicht bei dem Captain, er hat ein Blutgewehr.
Setzen Sie mich auf einer der Säulen da neben der Tür ab.
Where does Carbine go? I need his Carbine. I don't see it though. There it is. Alright, well this was fast opening room, but I got slow Carbine there. That was still good.
Dieser Prophet, Wahrheit, er hat den Index, er darf ihn nicht behalten. Ich kümmere mich um diese Türen. Los, Wahrheit wird einfacher aufzuspüren sein, wenn ich im Netz bleibe. Gleich da lang.
Okay, that was a little scary. No. Brother man. What, did I get a checkpoint? No, I didn't. That sucks. What is... Man! What is going on with this? Why are these guys instant alerted? It's not that bad. Keep going. I can still PB. I gotta focus. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. World record's definitely dead, but PB is not. I need to keep going. PB lives on. Hello? Will you not punch me? Dude, what is this brute doing? Brother man, get out of the way. Read the room. I'm trying to speedrun.
Ausgezeichnet. Der Prophet sendet von unterwegs. Das macht es uns leichter, ihn zu finden.
This is actually still pretty good.
Ich habe den Propheten bei diesem Turm lokalisiert, Chief. In der Nähe gibt es einen Ausgang. Schnell!
Please don't carbine me. Not carbining me.
Sie würden sich wundern, mit wie vielen Störsystemen die Allianz mir hier auf den Sender geht. Keine Sorge, ist alles ziemlich harmlos.
Gerade versammeln sich die Ratsmitglieder auf Halo, um das Symbol sicher parat zu sehen.
Very much not what I wanted to happen, man. I can't, and we're all the way, man. I can't believe PB just died to that. How did those bugs not die when I melee? This checkpoint is ass, man. My PB.
Tartarus und seine Brutes haben der Flat das Symbol abgenommen. Dafür danken wir.
Ausgezeichnet. Der Prophet sendet von unterwegs. Das macht es uns
This
leichter.
level sucks, man. Checkpoint's so ass. I think I'm done for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Or actually, I'll be back Monday. I'm not gonna be here on Friday or Saturday. Or Saturday or Sunday, I mean. Unfortunately. Yeah. I'll be back Monday. No streams this weekend. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out.